awesome!
Hey y'all, Noons here and welcome back to Airborne RC. If it's your first time here, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, so you can get notified for future content. Well guys, here you go. Tips and tricks time. Review for this is the after-flight review for the Conscendo Evolution. I got my little handy dandy notepad of my thoughts and workarounds. So, Conscendo, is it a plane? Is it a glider? A little bit of both, but I see what Horizon Hobby was trying to do. Flying a sailplane is a little different than flying a plane under power, and I see how they tamed it down and made it fly somewhat like a plane. But if you want to go ahead and actually glide around and catch thermals, you know, corkscrew to go up and around, not gonna work. It's not set up that way, but you can get it pretty close. And here's my thoughts for it, guys. So they recommend a 3S 2200 or a 4S 2200 battery. 3S 2200 all the way to the back would be the most I would go. I did not try it on the 4S. I did not want to mess with it. You do get some lift. It's Arizona. It's 100 degrees. I went out there right over some concrete with a few buddies, and I also got their input. So their input's also included in this, guys. Okay, so this is kind of a consolidated thing. Battery size. If you want to go ahead and float around and still have power, any 3S 800 to 1000, maybe even 1300, all you're gonna need. We used a very depleted, an old Pulse. I think it was an 860, and we got 5 pulls, meaning full throttle, take her on up, glide around, take her back up. Did that 5 times. That battery still came back at 70%. Yeah, and that was about 25 minutes. 2200 is just insane. It does sink a lot more quicker. So, and it was an 860 Pulse, and that was at the back end of the strap was just hugging the battery. So I think maybe a slight modification of removing the strap, putting a piece of plywood, some Velcro, and just putting the battery on Velcro all the way forward. That's the way you want to go. When we flew it with the 860 milliamp battery, she was catching thermal. She was going up. I was bringing her down the runway. My runway, we're out here in the desert, so I had to take her down on concrete. As soon as it got over that hot asphalt, it wanted to rise. Very, very good. With the 2200 battery, you're not going to slow it down. It's going to come in hot. It's going to slide. There's no way. When you give it your full elevator, it will slow down a little bit. But once it gets to a point, you lose all elevator authority, and that's pretty much it. With an 860, you can slow it down enough where it only slid, I want to say about 4 feet. But that gets with another thing, and I'll cover that now. The skids that are on it, very thin. If you're landing on dirt or grass, don't even worry about it. If you're going to land on asphalt, we had, I don't know, give or take 8 landings, and it's already 3/4 of the way chewed off. I'm not lying. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off and probably put some carbon fiber tube, just something you guys need to think about, and on the ends of the wingtips as well. Yeah, if you use a bigger battery, guys, you're not going to slow down, and it's going to slide, and you're going to chew that skid up. What else can I say? Control horns. It flies more like a plane than a glider, but like I said earlier, I see what Horizon Hobby did is to try and ease you into that. It's actually pretty good if you fly this and soar around. I think it would be a good transition into a full glider. But I seen what they did on that, and basically to go ahead and counteract that, to get full authority, you want to move on your control horns, on your actual control surfaces, move it to the inside hole. On all surfaces, all the way around. On the rudder and aileron, move your endpoints to 150%, and then adjust your clevises so you can go ahead and get the surfaces leveled. With the elevator, you're going to need about a 3% up angle, 3 to 4% up angle, just to keep it gliding. When you turn that motor off, it's just going to want to sink. and tame that with some Expo. The skids, like I said, they're not good for maybe the first 10 landings, and then they'll want you to probably buy the little plastic piece, fashion your own. But that's pretty much it, guys. Well, actually, with the receiver, I'm going to be toying with it, and I will videotape it. I want to see if I can go ahead and on this locked receiver reprogram the channel export. So I can actually have my ailerons on separate channels to go ahead and give it a break to see if I can slow it down and catch it. Because it's light enough, guys, with 800 milliamp to go ahead and catch this thing. Believe me. But those would be my recommendations. If you want to soar around, 800 to 1300 milliamp 3S battery max. 1000 would be good. Control horns, all to the inside hole on all control surfaces. Rudder and aileron, 150% endpoints, and then adjust your clevises so it is in the center, and tame it with Expo in the center. The skids, crap, replace them. And I'll let you know if the new RX to see how the brakes go. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The maiden will be coming up soon. I will go ahead and video it tomorrow. Noon's out.